Hi guys, it's Claire. Last year around this time there was this really fun book challenge going around called the Passenger Challenge regarding Alexandra Bracken's book Passenger, which would be this one here. I do have a review on it if you want to check it out. It's an amazing book, so you definitely should read it and then watch the review. Great idea, Claire. Thanks, Claire. When the book first came out last January, there was this challenge going around and the idea of it was to list a bunch of books that have made you want to travel, since Passenger is all about time travel. I definitely meant to do this challenge and then I just never got around to it. But this past month I've been rereading Passenger because I've been super excited to read Alexandra Bracken's sequel, Wayfarer, and I finally have time to read it. It's been out since January, but I just picked it up and I just started it, and so far I'm loving it. And rereading Passenger, I was reminded of how much I love these books, and so I decided it might be fun to go and do this challenge now that I'm back in the whole passenger world. I absolutely love to travel. I've been really lucky. I've gotten to go to quite a few places with my family, but there are still many places I have yet to discover. The first book on my list is Just One Day by Gail Forman, and that book takes place partially in France, and it's all the sightseeing and the wonders of France, and definitely after reading that book I was like, wow, France, gotta go there. Another book that also has made me really interested in France is All the Light We Cannot See. It's a historical fiction book and it takes place during the Second World War, so even though it's not necessarily showing all these beautiful parts of France, it's all the history, and I really love history, so I definitely want to travel to France just to see all the history that took place there and all the sites where things happened. A lot of Europe in general, really. I need to go and get my history fix. On that note, Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling and the Mortal Instruments, no, not the Mortal Instruments, the Infernal Devices series trilogy, I'm a mess. The Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare have definitely made me want to go to England. I mean, I've wanted to go to England for a very long time, and these books really just sealed the deal. Don't know why I grabbed the last book in both series. I think it was just the easiest to access at the time. Next we have Blood Promise, which is a part of the Vampire Academy series. This book takes place partially in Russia, and just the way it's described in the book is just so beautiful, and once again the history there, oh my gosh, so much history in Russia. I would love to go and just see all the beautiful architecture and just see the places where historical things took place. There's just so much there. And reading Blood Promise, I was like, wow, Russia. Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson made me want to take a road trip across all of the United States. I've been lucky enough to do a partial road trip across the states with my family. We went through like Arizona and Utah, Nevada, California, and Amy and Roger do go to a lot of those places, but they just travel all over, and who doesn't love a good road trip? When I was younger, I read the book Alexandria of Africa by Eric Walters. Pretty thin book. It's not a children's book, but I definitely read these books like grade 5, grade 6. This book inspired me so much, and it's based off of the concept of Me Too We, actually, but the idea of going on a service trip, is that the word I'm looking for? After reading this book, going to Kenya and volunteering has been one of my life's ambitions. Still hoping one day I will get to do that, because 11-year-old Claire read this book and was like, wow, I need to go to Africa and I need to do something. I need to help out somehow. So this book, I think, more than any of the other books on this list, inspired me a whole lot. Of course we have Sarah Dessen on this list because she writes a lot of her books in this made-up place called Colby, which is a beach town, but it is based off of Emerald Isle in North Carolina, I believe. And some of those books include Along for the Ride and The Moon and More. These books got Miranda and I through middle school, and we decided that one day we are taking a road trip to Emerald Isle, and I don't know when that's going to be or when we're going to have money to, but someday, Emerald Isle, we are coming for you. The last book on this list is, of course, Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, because oh my gosh, so much traveling in this book, and all the places they went to in this book, I want to go. But this book actually starts off in New York City. I was just in New York last week and I miss it so much. I love New York so much and I want to go back. But it was really cool because I was reading this while I was in New York and I was like, Wow, I'm where the book takes place. That's so cool. That never happens. No books take place in Canada. Come on, authors. Canada is not that bad. It's actually a pretty great place. Write some books here. This book definitely makes me want to go back to New York. I mean, just New York in general makes me want to go back to New York, but like, this book. So that was just a fun little video. You can probably tell that I'm sick. I've been sick for a while, which is fitting because I'm pretty sure last time I read Passenger I was sick, so maybe it's the book. As I mentioned before, I do have a review of Passenger. It's one of my favorite books. Such great writing, and I am just starting Wayfarer, so I will have a review of this one up once I finish it. In the comments below, feel free to leave some books that have given you some Wanderlust. I know there are so many out there. As I said, I will have a review of this one up, but until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye!